Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, we're going to start our country um, predictions healthy, wealthy, and wise, like I did last year. So, healthy is the citizens. The citizenry, are they going to be combative? Are they going to be happy? Wealthy, of course, is the economy, and wise is the government. All right. And as a early Christmas gift to my Canadian followers who constantly ask me to do Canada, let's do Canada first. I'm Canadian, and sometimes it feels good to put Canada first. And for not some of the reasons that have been lately, right? All right, Canada, healthy, wealthy, and wise. So the general population, the society is the healthy, the economy is the wealthy, and the wise is, I know that's awful to call the government wise, but how it interacts with the rest of the world, the government, the official, whatever. The healthy, the wealthy, and this. And I don't think that sounds as nice. The healthy, wealthy, and the stupid, or stupidity. Healthy, wealthy, and stupidity. Maybe that's a better way to put it. Canada 2026. What are some predictions? Canada 2026. We've got a referendum in Alberta. We've got the tariff war with the United States. We've got a prime minister nobody's really happy with, a government that nobody's really happy with. We've got a couple of things. Might be a busy year for Canada. Let's see. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. Healthy, wealthy, and world. That's what I'm going to say. Healthy, wealthy, and worldly. I really feel uncomfortable calling any kind of government wise. I hate politicians. Anyways, don't want to put my bias into there. Canada 2026. Healthy, wealthy, and worldly. Ooh, interesting cut. Okay, the Queen of Cups. Now, I kind of like that for the populace. It shows that we are more level-headed, more emotionally stable. That's kind of a good thing, especially considering how many loony left we have. Wealthy, ooh, regrets. Ooh, maybe we shouldn't have done those EV factories and lost billions of dollars. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have sent billions of dollars overseas. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have got into the tariff fight with Trump. Regrets in the economy. Oh, look at that. Nine of Pentacles. Canada wants to do it alone, and it wants to look very successful in the world. That almost looks like Carney, you know. Um, I'm gonna say it. People are gonna continue to look to Canada as a place of milk and honey and a place that they can be successful. And that's the way Canada's going to present itself out in the world as a peacemaker. As interesting though, this Nine of Pentacles to me uh, is success that's behind you. So maybe I don't know. Maybe we're going to see the end of successful negotiations with Canadians. Healthy. Oh, the Tower in reverse. Oh boy, oh boy. So to me, you know what emotionally stable Tower is to me? The truckers rally. Because it was done peacefully. It was done, they wanted to get the attention of the government, but it was done peacefully and without violence. But it was a disruption. So a peaceful disruption, a peaceful man-made disruption. Economy, temperance in reverse. Wow. Corruption, huge regrets about corruption. It's not balanced at all. At all. The economy's not balanced at all. Oh, we're going to get into a big disagreement with the Two of Cups in reverse. Big disagreement with a trusted ally. Is that can continue to be um, United States? Also, it just occurred to me this Nine of Pentacles is the resources that Canada has. Are we going to continue to sit on our resources and not sell them to the world? In other words, a pipeline. There's going to be a big disruption. Is this the Alberta independence? A breakup within the country itself over the resources. Wow, the devil. The devil. No, that one's. Oh boy, oh boy. It's going to be a tough year to. I think we're going to be stuck with terrible health care. Like the Tower in reverse and the devil, or something that happens that you have a very difficult time getting out of. You absolutely can, but it's going to be very difficult. Is this, um, people are going to feel frustrated that they have no options. No options. Wow. Nine of Wands in reverse. Really, the economy is really going to suck. Really going to suck hard. It's going to be very embattled. There's going to be no end in sight. It's going to be very embarrassing. There's going to be no boundaries. Wow, Six of Wands in reverse. Big defeat for Canada. It's going to be a big, big defeat for Canada out in the world and the government. I'm going to see if we're going to have an election. Wow, Nine of... People are really... This is what's interesting, though. We have the Queen of Cups, somebody who's emotionally stable. So perhaps this isn't going to be passionate, a big passionate, civil war kind of thing. I think what's going to happen is there's going to be some semblance to order in with the people. They're going to be upset. They're going to realize they're tied to a situation they can't get. I mean, you're tied to paying your taxes. The only thing you can do is arrange your taxes in the most efficient way for yourself. But we are stuck with the government that we're stuck with. And it's going to create lots and lots of anxiety for a lot of people. This is not looking great for the populace. Wow, Queen of Swords in reverse. We're going to find a lot of illegal, there's going to be lots of corruption. We're going to find a lot of corruption. Our economy is in the tank. Promises broken with this Queen of Swords in reverse. Promises broken. Contracts broken. Agreements broken. Okay, there. You know what? Canada's going to continue to be out on the world stage. We could become involved in some kind of war that we will never win. Sometimes the Eight of Wands, when I'm talking worldly and politics, it's bombs coming in. It's a very fast-moving, passionate card. It could be like, being involved in something. Because you think, where are those wands going to land, right? And do they hurt anybody when they land? Or do they create the fence in boundaries in the Nine of Wands, right? Do they land and then all go straight up and now we have a boundary? Does this have to do with borders, agreements on borders? Or is this incoming? Is this something from other lands incoming to Canada? And then they land and there's really not a lot we can do about them. It's embarrassing, and we start the battle. So sometimes the Eight of Wands could be my battle cry card. King of Swords in reverse. Our politician. Oh, everyone. I think the general consensus is being unhappy with the government, being unhappy with the way things are going, man-made problems. But I do not see any kind of uprising here about it. at all. It's like the Canadian politeness. I mean, the Cancerian card, that is Canada, July 1st. That's our card right there. That's our sorry card, our apologizing for everything card. And the King of Swords here in reverse is crooked politicians, crooked government, crooked lawyers, crooked judges. And we're kind of stuck with him and we don't know what to do. We seriously don't know what to do. But we have to remember with the devil card, those chains, you can just take them off if you want to. Apparently, you can just do things. Apparently, you can just do things. Apparently, you can just drive to Ottawa and create a trucker's problem. I think, though, this with the government is going to come down with some of those bills that stifle our freedom of speech, take away guns, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, I cannot see Canada's not there's not going to be an uprising here. There could be a separation or the uncoupling, the conscious uncoupling, but this year I don't see any kind of big uprising like demanding an election or it's kind of just living with what's given to you. And I think there's going to be some things, like there's a whole bunch of bills going through right now that will stifle your freedom of speech. And I don't think Canadians are really going to stand up and do anything about it, unfortunately. Here's the economy. Let's finish up okay, by the end of the year, there's going to be what they call green shoots in the economy. And yeah, I think the whole year is going to go really terrible. But by the end of the year, so the end of 2026, we are going to start to see green shoots back in the economy. So that's kind of good. So this isn't going to be lasting like, the dirty 30s. There's going to be something that starts the economy back up very slowly, though. The economy's been sick for a whole year, if not longer. And it's been frozen out. So what does this mean? Does this mean we get our tariffs back or, dissolved or something happens that eventually there's what they call the green shoots or a start of the economy. The Hermit. The Hermit. I think Canada's going to be alone. I think Canada's aged out. And the Hermit sometimes is like that. It's like it's somebody he knows they're at the end of their life cycle and they're going to go hide away in a cave and they don't share their wisdom unless you seek them out. You go find them in their cave and they shine the light so it's easy to find them, but they are no longer active. They wait for you to come to them. So I think that I just got a terrible vision that this is actually the light to the world. Come on in to Canada. We've got work for you. You have to remember Virgo's jobs, right? We've got work for you. Come on in. Come on in. I just realized that. Wow. I think Canada's going to be finding itself more alone on the world stage. I think this government's going to be so unsuccessful in many things. I think there is going to be more of an independence movement, and I think this is Alberta because it's not allowing the resources that are under the ground, the oil and the gas. It's keeping them, if you look, she's keeping them locked down. And so here's Alberta saying, yeah, this is not working for us, so we're out of here. So therefore, either the independence is going to be unsuccessful, or Canada it now becomes unsuccessful, is not functioning as a country. And this independence movement is seen as a big weakness on the world stage. And perhaps this is where the incoming comes in, but nobody's coming to help Canada. So there's different ways you can read this final one. All scenarios could be true. A lot of people think, "Oh, that's the only way." That's they're just telling you one thing. No, both can be true at the same time. What's the underlying? Wow, ruin. But this is trying to pick yourself up and dust yourself off. Also, this is 10. I know we have 12 provinces. When we were growing up, it was 10 provinces and 2 territories. And now apparently we have 12 provinces. But if you think this is the original confederation and we had 10 provinces, this could be the end of the original 10 provinces. All the swords fall out. Could be. Anyways, sadly, I think we're going to lose some of our freedom of speech. I think the economy is going to be really terrible until later in the year, where there are green shoots. And I think Canada is going to continue to keep its resources in the ground. I think it's going to continue to be a beacon for all the world's troubles to come and live here and land here, and impossible then to get rid of. And I also think Canada's going to be very almost a rogue nation and on its own. I don't think anyone's coming to help Canada. I think it's going to be work on its own. Um, and I'm thinking, specifically thinking of the United States. They, always kind of protected us. That's one thing Trump is right about, that we have relied on them a lot. If China comes marching in, we're on our own, baby, and there's nothing we can do about it. That'll be the end of Confederation. All right, thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.